This season of the Urban Conservative Podcast is brought to you by Newton for Senate, working to improve education, reduce taxes, and keep North Carolina #1 for business. Find out more at newtonforsenate.com. This episode of the Urban Conservative has also been sponsored by Case Technology Consulting. Help your business get value out of its data and become more efficient and streamlined. Case Technology Consulting. Check out the link in the description.
Can't hold me now, I'm trying to keep from staying low. No key is over, you can't reach what you don't know. I'm moving different, running circles round them folk. They say your failures teach you everything and more. Blood.
Top of the morning, ladies and gentlemen. You are checking out the best 30-minute morning show on the planet. Welcome to Top of the Morning. I'm your host, Addul Ali. Thank you so much for joining us on this wonderful Monday morning. You're checking us out on Facebook, on Twitter, on YouTube, over on our new channel, TUC Twins. Make sure you hop on over there, give us a like, share, subscribe. Hit that notification bell so that you know every time we drop content. Got to give a big up to my twin brother, Raheem, Architect Soto, behind the boards. Make sure you join us live tonight at 8 p.m. for the Urban Conservative Podcast each and every Monday night. Make sure, by the way, next week is not to be missed. On February 13th, we've got Professor Nicholas Giordano from the PAS Report. You've seen him on Fox News, making his Fox runs and all that good stuff. But you do not want to miss this upcoming episode on Monday, February 13th with Nicholas Giordano. I also got to give a big shout out to the Rowan County GOP. I'll be joining them for lunch today around noon. So if you're in the Salisbury area, 100 West Innis Street in Salisbury, we'll be having lunch with the Rowan County GOP. And again, Monday the 13th, Professor Nicholas Giordano, 8 p.m. on the Urban Conservative Podcast. You are not going to want to miss that, and that's a dope podcast, the PAS Report. He's a political science professor, straight shooter, very smart guy. We look forward to having him back on the show. So, folks, mugshot of the day. We're on our handy-dandy TUC mug. If you haven't done so already, jump over to TUConservative.com. Get yourself a mug. Get yourself a shirt. We got that work privilege merchandise coming, so make sure that you get that. First thing we got on the list today, man. It's been a good weekend. I hope you all had a great, restful, and relaxing weekend. I don't know how much relaxing you can do with a Chinese spy balloon flying over, which was an interesting happenstance. I know they shot it down, and now North Carolina authorities are saying if something washes up, don't touch it. But, you know, I'm just blown away at the length of time that it took for them to pop that balloon. And then the other thing is, you know, now the left-wing media is screaming out that Trump had balloons. No, he didn't. These people weren't stupid enough to fly anything over our country when Trump was in office. So, and two, directors of national intelligence said that that is not true. So, but this brings me to my whole point about the first thing we're going to talk about this morning, and that's these two here, okay? These two wonderful geniuses right here. And according to reports, a majority of Democrats now think one term is plenty enough for Jim Crow Joe and lock a brother up Harris, okay? Despite his insistence that he plans to seek re-election in 2024. Now, according to a new poll, this poll was being done by the Associated Press and the NORC Center for Public Affairs. The poll shows that just 37% of Democrats say they want him to seek a second term, down from 52 in the weeks before last year's midterm. So just since November, he slipped almost 20-something points. While Biden has trumpeted his legislative victories and ability to govern, the polls suggest relatively few U.S. adults give him high marks on either. I mean, look, you can trumpet what you want to trumpet. We all know that in order to have a trumpet, you got to blow hot air through it, and that's exactly what Joe Biden has been doing. Follow-up interviews with poll respondents suggested that many believe the 80-year-old's age is a liability. Not that we're ageist here, but he's clearly suffering from cognitive decline and looks like early onset dementia. with people focused on his coughing, his gait, his gaffes, and the possibility that the world's most stressful job would be better suited for someone younger. Sarah Overman, 37-year-old Democrat who works in education in Raleigh, said we could use someone old, someone younger in office. Now, I don't know if y'all missed this, the State of the Union address. This guy is done. Okay. I don't see anybody voting for Kamala Harris for president. I think she goes down in history as the first African American female, if y'all want to call her African American, her mama Indian, her daddy Jamaican. So I guess she's India, Africa, Jamaica American. I don't know. But if y'all want to call her the first person with melanated skin to be the vice president, sure. But I think that's going to be the extent of Kamala Harris's ability to succeed in politics. She'll write a book. She'll go on speaking tours. She'll make gajillions of dollars. Who knows? But I doubt seriously that she will be able to ascend to the presidency. I think there's far more qualified Democrats. I know people are talking about Senator Raphael Warnock running for president. I'd love to see Warnock run against Trump. I think that would be an interesting presidential run. And then also I'm hearing some flatterings that what's this guy's name? Spartacus might run again. Help me out. What's the guy Spartacus? The light skinned guy in the Democrat, Senator Cory Booker. That's his name. Cory Booker might run for president. I don't think we're going to end up with a Cory Booker. But look, folks, people have had enough of Biden and this whole regime. They've had enough. I mean, how much more expensive can eggs become? How much more damage to national security can be done? We've had a spy balloon flying over multiple sensitive U.S. targets. God knows what information these people were able to send back. The damage has already been done. You've got Hunter Biden's laptop. You got documents in the office. You got messed up rent. You got a president that could barely string along a sentence. It's cognitively declined. So, of course, the Democrats have had enough. Who would want more of this? I mean, granted, I'm a Republican. I just don't think people are that stupid. I think there are enough sensible Democrats left that are going, all right, this ain't quite it. This ain't really the move we need. Now, as we look at this and we start talking about this, Democratic candidates performed better than expected during the 2022 midterms, a testament to Biden's message that he's defending democracy and elevating the middle class. Democrats expanded their control of the Senate by one seat, where we got Fetterman's idiot self up there, which, by the way, is weird to me. So now he has to have assistive technology. I'm not even going to go there. Overall, 41% approve of how Biden is handling his job as president. The poll shows similar to ratings at the end of last year. A majority of Democrats still approve of the job Biden is doing as president, yet their appetite for re-election campaign has slipped. Despite his electoral track record, only 22% of U.S. adults say he should run again. That's down from 29 who said so before last year's midterm. So where we are with this is even Democrats are like, enough's enough. Okay, enough's enough. This guy needs to take his last couple of remaining 8-10 years. If he got that long, who knows? You know, they got amazing drugs to keep folks going these days. Plus, he's uber rich, so you know he can afford it. But I think Democrats have even had enough. They're going, all right, folks, how much more of this can we take? And clearly, Democrats can't take enough. They can't take more. Unless you're a radical leftist, and that's something we're going to talk about on the tail end after this first commercial break. Y'all don't go nowhere. We'll be right back here on Top of the Morning. Get yourself a cup of coffee. Come back and check out the show. We'll be right back.
Just because you're black doesn't mean you have to vote Democrat. This year, in order to see benefits for our communities, we need to vote outside the box. Find out more by visiting us at tuconservative.com.
All right, folks, welcome back to Top of the Morning. You're checking out the best 30-minute morning show on the planet. I'm your host, Addul Ali. Weather in the Carolinas today looking good. Most places are going to be around 63 degrees and sunny by noon. So if you got stuff to do today, it'll be a semi-warm days out there to do it from the coast to the Piedmont. Y'all looking at some sunny skies, about 63. So good on you, North Carolina. I also want to say this. If you're like me, you now have a t-shirt, a sweater, a hoodie, a rain jacket, a snowsuit, a vest in your car because you don't know what this weather is going to do here in North Carolina. But shouts out to everybody in Charlotte, Raleigh, Durham, Winston-Salem, Rocky Mount. Shouts out to everybody that supports us. It's going to be 37 degrees in New York. Feels like 20. Yeah, that's why the hell I moved. I don't want to feel 20 degrees. As a matter of fact, I'll tell y'all real quick before we talk about the Grammys. My brother called me the other morning. He does this thing where he gets on his bike and he rides to the store and he's like, yo, bro, do me a favor. Look at what the temperature is. And I look at the temperature and it said, it's 3 degrees outside, but it feels like -10. Good luck with that, bro. I'm not interested in living anywhere where it gets down to that.
Nah. You was like, yo, what's the temperature? I said 0. I remember, look at your face. I said 0. You was like, no way. I said, nah, I'm telling you, it's every bit of 0.
It was
And you were
0
like,
degrees, but it
was
felt
0
like
degrees,
negative
and I had
something.
made a terrible mistake and rode my bike to the store. It was a terrible mistake. Sorry.
Bad move. So, folks, next thing we're going to talk about this morning, what the hell happened to what is the Grammys? What is this? All right, I'm confused. Okay, first of all, I got to share this with y'all. I am thoroughly confused. I just don't know what I'm looking at when I'm looking at this. Can somebody help me? What is this? What? Yo, who convinced this lady? Oh my gosh. What is that? Come on, people. Is this what we're doing? Seriously? What is that? Why does her face look like that?
Who is that?
I don't know, some lady from the Grammys they were like, oh, look at her outfit, Black China, something like that.
Erykah Badu?
No, that's Black China, bro. That's
Kim?
That's Black China is who that is. I don't understand it. Can somebody tell me what the hell this lady is wearing, bro? Like, what is that? Yo, okay. So here's what happens, right? Years ago, Maya Angelou said this thing.
Makes me want to go.
Yo, years ago, Maya Angelou said something. When somebody shows you who they really are, believe them. Okay, believe them. And I think we're seeing that with the Grammys in Hollywood and the Balenciaga and all that kind of thing. Because look, this is what you got. All right, this is what you got. And I'm going to tell you, you know who I feel the worst for in this picture? I'm going to tell you who I feel the worst for in this picture. That guy right there. I feel terrible for that guy right there. For him and for him. I feel terrible. These two, you can't even tell what these are. That looks like Adam Sandler in the back. You know, and this non-binary, gender fluid, transforming dude. Okay? But when these people start showing you who they are, you should believe them, America.
Tan dude in the back.
That's what I said, bro. I feel the worst for him.
Wait,
like I feel terrible for the dude.
Again.
Huh?
To zoom over to the tan guy.
Yeah, talking about him in the background right there. That guy. I feel terrible for him. So, but you got to get a check, right? That's the whole thing in life is you got to get a check. That's why the Grammys are so popular, because these people make all of this money. And then Sam Smith had the nerve to get up there and say, I'm performing as the devil. That's what he did. He performed as the devil.
Tell me everybody on the stage tweeted or Instagrammed, I was at the Grammys.
Everybody did it. And then check this out. It gets even better. Look at this lady. Look at this lady. Ready, Rock? Pow. Look at that grill. Look at that grill right there. What?
Yeah, that's Madonna. Madonna's confusing.
Madonna's really confusing, but she got up there from what I'm reading.
When she's made up, when her face is made up, it kind of reminds me of Madonna. But then with no makeup on, yo, she looked like Rocky Dennis, bro.
Wow. He hit her with and the sun shining on my face. Wow, but Madonna got up there and chastised and be a troublemaker and be bold and be loud and be this and be that. You need to be sitting your ass down somewhere. You like 60-something years old, you know, looking crazy in the face. Matter of fact, yo, Ra, I'm going to do something that wasn't even part of the plan only because I don't understand how these celebrities, hold on. Look at this. Look at this guy, son. Look, Ra. Look at this. Look at what this dude did. Hold on. I gotta show y'all this, America. Look at this. Look at this. So this dude at one point was a regular looking guy, right? Yo, look at your man, son. Look at what your man to his grill, bro. Look at what Simon. You went from that to that, bro. Look at what your man Simon did to his face, America. This is the madness, the stupidity that is Hollywood. These are the people you look up to.
Yo.
Somebody,
Yo.
look at that man, bro.
Whoa. And yo, these people are scared of death, man. They scared to die. They
That's
have
how
no,
you know
yo,
they
son,
not
they
right
have
with
no
God, bro.
religion. They have no faith in anything. So they like, if I chisel the bones out of my face, maybe I can live. I can look like I'm gonna live. Yo, your face says you look bat-ish crazy, bro.
Yo, that's Simon Cowell, bro. Like, yo, you know, we all get a little older. We put on a little chub.
Bring up the Bruce Springsteen looking like Woody. What's his name?
No, not
Woody
Bruce didn't
Harrelson.
fall victim to it too.
What's the guy that married his daughter?
Hey, what?
Woody something?
Woody Harrelson?
No. Woody Allen?
Woody Allen?
Didn't he marry his daughter or something?
No. Who married? Were you talking about Bruce Springsteen's daughter?
No, listen, pull up a new picture of Bruce Springsteen. He looks crazy.
Right,
He's over there looking like Tim Allen or Tim Woody Allen.
All right, hold on. Let me see.
The guy that married his daughter. His name is... Can y'all get in the comment section and tell him the guy who married his daughter?
Okay, well, Bruce Springsteen
director. Yeah, Woody Allen.
Woody Allen married Bruce Springsteen's daughter?
No, Ali. Bruce Springsteen is out in these streets looking like Woody Allen.
Oh no, I'm seeing it now. No, bro. No, look at Bruce, bro.
No, there's a worse picture than that.
Oh man, this is what Hollywood has become, bro. Looking like a whole live. Yeah, bro.
Hold on, where is it? There's a woke one of them.
Oh man, come on, Bruce. You used to be the man. Yeah, So what is it? Did he
There
do?
He goes right here. Here, I found it. I'm sharing it. I found it.
Come on,
bro.
guys. What are we facing in the world? Not the boss, bro. Come on, you gotta share your screen, bro. Come on, man.
Yeah, hit the shit. Yeah.
Oh, that's Bruce Springsteen out here looking like Woody Allen. Oh my God. Oh, folks, Hollywood, man. I'll tell you,
Hollywood. Wanna feel old? That's not Woody Allen. It's Bruce Springsteen.
Wow.
All right, let me let you do your morning show, bro.
No. You good. But look, this is the whole point that I'm trying to make about this whole Hollywood thing. And to my brother's point, I agree with you, bro. We're talking about people who lack faith, who lack any belief in God, any belief, and it's apparent in their behavior. We're seeing Hollywood go just and tell us who they are. You know, with all of this devil worship.
Tag us in a no Botox photo of Simon, because we need to see that.
Yeah, we need to see that. But the whole fact of the matter is this, folks. Hollywood is showing us who they are. They've been showing us for a long time. And it's time that you start listening, stop listening to what these celebrities have to say, especially when it comes to social issues that they are so far detached from. Like Madonna and all of these people are so far detached from reality. You know, when we get people spending, getting GoFundMes to get Beyonce tickets, where are we at in the world? But we're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back. We're going to talk about the crazy left attacking Republicans here in North Carolina. Don't go nowhere. We'll be right back.
Just because you're black doesn't mean you have to vote Democrat. This year, in order to see benefits for our communities, we need to vote outside the box. Find out more by visiting us at tuconservative.com.
Welcome back to Top of the Morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host, Addul Ali. You're checking out the best 30-minute morning show on the planet. I got to give a big, massive shout out to our good friend, Paul Newton. Thank you so much for sponsoring the show. We appreciate your support. And likewise, we appreciate the work you do up in the North Carolina legislature as Senate Majority Leader. And speaking of his job as Senate Majority Leader, y'all are going to want to take a look at this here, okay? And one of the issues that we have here is that this group is attacking Paul Newton for his recent appearance on PBS. I want y'all to take a listen to this and tell me how much of a radical right, this is what they said. Here's radical right-winger, Paul Newton. If you know anything about Paul Newton, y'all, this man is the furthest thing from a radical right-winger. He's the furthest thing from it. But listen, here's the question.
Is this a long game?
Check this out. Listen to the question.
Is this a long game? Because you can pass a law and they can sue against it. Or will there be multiple tracks of ideas out here?
Absolutely, and it's a cultural issue. Slavery was overcome by incrementalism. So if you personally believe life begins at conception, anything other than that is incrementalism. So where you land on that spectrum hopefully continues to move our culture toward life, and then hopefully one day we won't even be having the debate in the halls of the legislature.
Where was the radical far rightism in his statement? And actually, they then went back and tried to attack him and say that this statement that slavery was fought by incrementalism, and say that no, slavery wasn't fought. But listen, folks, what the man said is actually correct. It's a cultural issue. We're never going to be able to legislate people into making healthy sexual decisions or decisions that would be more beneficial to their life than, say, another decision. That's not a government function, nor should government have its role in there. I know most of the Republicans in the Senate. I know a lot of the Republicans in the state house here in North Carolina. They all love and support women. They're all about empowering women and making sure that women have rights. Belief in or advocacy of change by degrees, gradualism. Great, thanks for pulling that up, because the fact of the matter is you had to start somewhere, right? You have to start with it being promulgated in the churches and then being promulgated to the government. So when he's talking about slavery being overcome by incrementalism, it was step by step by step that led to the Civil War. This idea that Republicans in North Carolina want to take away a woman's right, do anything about take anything away from women in relation to healthcare. If anything else, we want to make sure, and this is something I've been working on over the last week. Shouts out to Representative Kim Fontenot, and big up to Jane Daniels from the University Women's Center and the Charlotte Women's Center. We want to make sure that North Carolina is a place where people want to have their children. When we looked at the numbers here in North Carolina, this idea that the Republicans want to take away a woman's right to health care is asinine. When we look at the fact that the majority of women having abortions in North Carolina are 25 and up, that already have a child, they're feeling like they can't afford to continue to have children. They're feeling like their backs are up against the wall. In a lot of these cases, economically, I'm not saying all, but it's a touchy subject. It's a touchy issue. But the fact of the matter is, for these progressive groups like Forward Carolina to say that Paul Newton is a far right-wing guy, you're absolutely wrong. And here's the thing. These are the same progressive groups that will tell you that a child who survives an abortion attempt doesn't need any help, shouldn't get any help. These are the same people that'll tell you black people like me are too stupid to get my way to the DMV to get an ID. These are the same people, after back-to-back black president, back-to-back black secretaries of state, more black mayors, police chiefs, congressmen, senators, city council, more black leadership than ever before. These are the same people. These Forward Carolina, these progressive organizations are the ones that'll tell you we're too stupid to figure it out. Well, we stand behind Paul Newton. We stand behind everything that we're fighting for to make North Carolina and our country a place where people want to have families and want to continue to grow their families and can afford to do so. Just a reminder that we are in Black History Month. We want you to remember, as we go through Black History Month, I'll be joining the Rowan County Republican Party today. I'll be with the Great American Eagle Society tonight, 6 p.m. Remember to share the values that we have. Remember, folks, it was the values that people like Mary McLeod Bethune, people like George Washington Carver, all the people that we celebrate and all the inventions that we celebrate, remember that we have to talk about the values. Now, last thing we're going to talk about, and it's not, are you smarter than a fifth grader? It's actually, are you talking to a fifth grader? And the reason why I call it, are you talking to a fifth grader, is because you got to listen to your homegirl here, right? Your girl Kamala Harris is by far one of the most, I guess the term I want to use here is pretentious people you'd ever meet, okay? Her behavior says to me, douchey pretentiousness at a level most folks could not handle. And the reason I say, are you talking to a fifth grader? Because listen to how she's talking to a room full of grown people. Okay, this is a room full of grown people she's talking to, and listen how she explains a rocket taking off. Listen to this.
Which brings me to May 30th, 2020. Bob and Doug returned to the Kennedy Space Center. They suited up, they waved to their families, and they rode an elevator up nearly 20 stories. They strapped in to their seats and waited as the tanks beneath them filled with tens of thousands of gallons of fuel. And then they launched. Yeah, they did.
What was that? Hold on.
Oh man, come
Thousands
on,
of gallons of fuel.
come on, y'all.
And then they launched.
Ew.
Yo, listen. I'm sorry to intrude. We got 5 minutes left on your
Oh,
morning
please,
show.
by all means, bro. Oh,
Yo, I'm mad right now
oh.
at everybody who voted for her.
If you was one of these people out here with chucks and pearls on, man, yo, I'm mad at you right
Man,
now. I'm mad at you right
fight
now.
with you right now because why is she so? What is she on? Look at that. Make her big, please. Screen. Can you stretch that out anymore?
Oh, let me try to see if I can get
God,
it any
bro.
bigger.
Yo, I feel like this is the most condescending thing ever. Go ahead, one more time.
Just one more again, just from right here. Here you go.
The tanks beneath them filled with tens of thousands of gallons of fuel. And then they launched.
They launched.
Yo, what
Yeah,
the?
they did. Which brings me
What
to
in
May
the?
30th.
What is?
Yo, y'all, this is y'all vice president, B. Listen,
What is
black
happening
people,
right now?
black
Who is she
Americans
talking
that
to?
voted for this lady. This is
Okay,
y'all
listen.
lady talking to y'all like you're third graders. And
Yo, if you're sitting in that room, do you get up and walk out, Ali?
I'm out. I'm like, yo, I know how they got on. I know
And
how they got on
then
the thing.
they launched.
And then, yo, this is absolutely nuts. These are the people that y'all voted for.
Go ahead, let it
You
rock
mean to
out.
tell me? Hold on, I gotta make sure I understand this correctly. You mean to tell me y'all think she's actually doing a good job? Who in the Democrats think she's actually doing a good job? Shit, the lady ain't handling the border properly. Really, it's the president's job, but she was tasked with handling the border. Ain't been her butt down to the border. Don't plan
Hold
on
on,
going
let's
down
try
to the
this.
border.
Let's try this. If you
Mm.
put up a wall, if you can you do it? Can you do put up a wall in fifth talking to you like a fifth grader?
All right, here you go.
Here you go. Let's see if it works.
And
Last minute.
and then they took a block and put it next to a block, and they did that with 20 blocks. And then they put more blocks on top of those blocks to make a wall. And do you know what happened when they made that wall? No more bad people were able to come into the country, right, kids? How's that? That's exactly what she just did, bro.
All right, let
I
her
mean,
rock
but
out. Give her the last few seconds we got here. We got about 50 seconds left.
I'm gonna let her rock out with this then, bro. I'm gonna go ahead and give her this look one more time.
2020. Bob and Doug returned to the Kennedy Space Center. They suited up, they waved to their families,
The way.
and they rode an elevator up nearly 20 stories.
Wow.
They strapped in to their seats and waited as the tanks beneath them filled with tens of thousands of gallons of fuel. And then they launched. Yeah, they did.
Oh, all right, folks. Listen,
God,
you've been checking
what
out the
was
best
this?
30-minute morning show on the planet. I'm your host, Addul Ali. We need you to join us tonight at 8 p.m. live for the Urban Conservative Podcast each and every Monday night at 8 p.m. I hope you have a great Monday. Thanks for checking out the show. We'll see you guys tonight at 8 for the Urban Conservative Podcast. Have a good, positive, and productive day. Top of the morning to you, folks. Peace.
This season of the Urban Conservative Podcast is brought to you by Newton for Senate, working to improve education, reduce taxes, and keep North Carolina #1 for business. Find out more at newtonforsenate.com.
This episode of The Urban Conservative has also been sponsored by Case Technology Consulting. Help your business get value out of its data and become more efficient and streamlined. Case Technology Consulting. Check out the link in the description.